Good morning, grade 3. Welcome back to the English class. In the previous class, we learned the story Unity is Strength. So today we will see the exercise from the chapter. So I hope you all have read the story once again. So moving on to the exercise, the first part is the reading comprehension. And here you can read a question. Sequence these sentences as they occur in the story. One has been done for you. So here you can see a set of 7 statements which are sentences from the story. So since you have read the story once again, you know the correct sequence of events within the story. So based on the order of the events taking place in the story, you have to sequence or number these sentences given there. The first event is already marked here. Father calls the girls home to eat laddoos. The rest of the sentences also we have to sequence correctly. You can do this as an activity now. Please pause this video, finish the activity and come back. Hope you are done with that activity. Now let's see the correct order of events. The first one is already marked there. Father calls the girls home to eat laddoos. The second one is the sisters fight over who will eat the biggest laddu. Now the third one is the sisters build a swing and fight over who will go on it first. Now fourth one, the villagers laugh at the fighting sisters. Now fifth one, the sisters try to break a bundle of sticks. Now sixth one, the fighting sisters break 10 sticks. Now seventh one, the sisters learn that unity is strength. So this is the correct order of events. Now let's move on to the next section. This is read these sentences and answer the questions that follow. So the first question is, you are such a baby. Who said these words? Who said these words? Meera said these words to Kavita. Now the second one, who is the baby here? Kavita is the baby here. Now question C, was the speaker being kind? How do you know? The speaker was not being kind. We know this as she was speaking in a mocking tone. So Meera was saying these words to Kavita in a mocking tone, and that's how we know she was not being kind. Let's see the next question. Why did you give us such a task? What was the task? The task was to break a bundle of sticks without removing any stick. Now the next one. Why was the task difficult? The task was difficult as the bundle of sticks was too strong to break. Now the next question. What did the sisters learn? The sisters learned that if they are united, they would be strong and nobody would be able to harm them in any way. Now section C, think and answer. So there are 3 questions given here. You have to read these questions carefully. Then you have to note down your answers in your notebook as an activity now. So please pause this video, finish writing the answers and come back. Hope you're done with that activity. Now let me share my thoughts on these questions. The first one, how did the parents feel when their daughters fought with each other? Let's see. I think the parents felt very sad. The father was angry as well as sad. He told them that none of them would be given any laddoos till they stopped fighting. The mother sighed in despair. They were fed up of the constant fights among the sisters. Now, let's see the next one. How did the parents teach their daughters about unity? So, the parents taught their daughters about unity through a game. The father gave a bundle of sticks to each one of them. The mother told them they cannot take the sticks out of the bundle but break the whole bundle. None of the girls could break the bundle. When the girls asked their parents what the purpose was, the mother told them that they too were like those sticks. Just as they could not break the bundle, no one would be able to harm them if they stayed united. If they did not stand together, everybody would laugh at them and trouble them. The 3 sisters understood the power of unity. Let's see the third one. What would happen to the laddoos and the swing if the sisters kept fighting? Let's see the answer. If the sisters kept fighting, they would never get to eat the laddoos or be able to have fun on a swing. The laddoos would be left and get stale, and the swing will not be used. Now let's see the next section. This is the section where we discuss values and life skills. What would you say to the sisters if you saw them fighting every day? Do you think there is strength in unity? So what is unity? Unity is a feeling of oneness, togetherness. If we stand united, we'll be able to face any challenge or accomplish any goal. There is even a saying, united we stand, divided we fall. So do you think if unity is strength? If you were the one who saw these sisters fighting with each other every day, what would you tell them? Would you tell them about staying in unity? So what do you think about this situation? You can note down what you think in your notebook and then take a picture and do send us to teams. Now the next part is the vocabulary exercise, and this is about suffixes. Now in the play Unity is Strength, there are 6 words with the suffixes FUL, NESS, LESS. Write them in the correct columns. One has been done for you. So you can see a table here, and you have to find out words from the story Unity is Strength. So you have to find out a total of 6 words from the story Unity is Strength, and these words should end with suffixes either FUL, NESS or LESS. So this one you can do as a homework. You have to find out the words, fill in the table, then take a picture and send us to teams. Now let's see the next section, and this is the grammar section, and this is about prepositions. So what are prepositions? Prepositions are position words such as on, in, under, over, etc. Words which tell us where a person, a place, animal or thing is. So a preposition will help us to identify the relation of one thing to another or its position. So there is a small note given in your textbook. Let's read the note. A few sentences are given here. The third sister was walking to town. She had a pail of milk upon her head. I will buy ribbons for my beautiful curly hair. The book is on the table. The cat hid under the desk when the dog entered the room. Rekha sat by the door and waited for her father. Joy was standing on the path above the playground. Keep the cake inside the box. You can see the words to, upon, for, on, under, by, above and inside highlighted in red here. These words tell us about the relation of one thing to another or the position of things. So such words are called prepositions. Now with these in mind, let's move on to the next exercise. And here in page number 110, we can read the question. Look at the picture, fill in the blanks with the prepositions in, on, under, behind, between, above or near. So you observe this picture carefully, and below the picture you can see 10 sentences are given there with blanks. So you have to complete these sentences using the correct preposition from the given choices. So you do this as an activity now. Please pause this video, finish the activity and come back. Hope you are done with that exercise. Now let's see the correct answers to the questions. So the first one, there are pictures on the wall. The first one is given there itself. Let's see the second one. The pillows are on the bed. The third one, the towel is hanging. You can write either next to or beside or near the picture. Now, the fourth one, the shoes are under the table. Now, fifth one, the chair is kept between the bed and the table. And let's see the sixth one, a lamp is next to or near the vase. You can write either of them. The seventh one, there is a bookshelf over the bed. Now, eighth one, the books are in the bookshelf. Now 9th one, there are flowers in the vase. 10th one, there is nobody in the bed. So I hope you got all the answers correct. Now let's move on to the next page, and this is about comparisons in adjectives. So here you can see a note given in the page. So please look into the page. Here you can see a big red balloon is given there, and there is a sentence, this is a big red balloon. A second balloon is given there which is green in color, and it has more size compared to the red balloon. And how can we represent that in a sentence? The green balloon is bigger than the red one. So here you are comparing two things, a red balloon and a green balloon. So when you compare the two things, the adjective big became bigger than. We added the suffix ger to the adjective big. So we use adjective plus er than to compare two things, like the red balloon and the green balloon. So this is the comparative degree of adjective. So here the word, the adjective big is the positive degree, and the word bigger than is the comparative degree of the word big. Look at the next set of pictures. Here you can see three balloons. The first one big and red in color, the second one bigger and green in color, and there is a third balloon here which is more in size compared to both red and green balloons. So how do you say it? It is the biggest among the three balloons. So let's read the note. Here we use the adjective plus est. We use the suffix est to compare more than two things. So in the beginning we compared only two balloons, but here we are comparing more than two. We compared three balloons here. So we use the adjective plus est to compare more than two things like the red, green and yellow balloons. This is the superlative degree of the adjective. So here the word biggest is the superlative degree of the word big. So this is the positive degree, this is the comparative degree, and this is the superlative degree. So there are three degrees of comparison: positive, comparative and superlative. The comparative form is used when two things are compared or two qualities are compared, and the superlative degree is used when three things or three qualities are compared. So the comparative form is used when two things or qualities are compared. The superlative form is used when more than two things or qualities are compared. And below that, look at how adjectives change their forms when used for comparison. So here a few words are given in their positive, comparative and superlative degrees. Let's have a look at these words. So the word young, young, younger, youngest. Bright, brighter, brightest. Poor, poorer, poorest. Nice, nicer, nicest. Big, bigger, biggest. Some adjectives change their forms completely when the degree is changed. So there are some words or adjectives which completely change their form when the degree is changed. So here you have some examples. The word good. The positive degree of comparison for the word good is good. But when you use the word good to compare two things, it changes to better. So the comparative degree of the word good is better. And the superlative degree, that is when you compare the goodness of three things, you'll use best. So it is good, better, best. Now far, far, farther, farthest. Bad, worse, worst. So I hope you are clear with these examples. Now with this in mind, let's move on to the next exercise. Here you can see this question, fill in the blanks with the correct form of the adjectives in brackets. So you can see 6 sentences given here. An adjective is given within brackets for each sentence. You have to complete these sentences with the correct form of these adjectives. So you do this as an activity. Please pause this video, complete the sentences and come back. Hope you are done with that exercise. Now let's see the answers. The first one, this ring is shinier than that. So here you are comparing two rings. This ring is shinier than the other ring or than that. So when you compare two things or two qualities, you use the comparative degree of adjective. So shiny, shinier, shiniest. Now the second one, Sita is as tall as Sam. Here as dash as is used and hence we have to use the adjective tall as it is, even though we are comparing two people. So it is Sita is as tall as Sam. Now the third one, this film is better than the last. So two things are being compared. So the comparative degree of the adjective good, which is better. So this film is better than the last should be the correct form. Fourth one, Rohit is dash than his brother. So two people are being compared. So rich becomes richer. Rohit is richer than his brother. She is the youngest of 5 children. So more than 2 people are being compared. So you have to use the superlative degree of the adjective. So it is young, younger, youngest. Superlative degree is youngest. So we have used that verb here. And the last one, Madhu is naughtier than her sister. 2 people being compared. So the comparative degree should be used. So naughtier. It is naughty, naughtier, naughtiest. So here naughtier should be used. So I hope you are clear with these answers and you got them all correct. Now the next part is the speaking exercise, and this is in groups do a role play based on the theme unity is strength. You can write your own dialogues. So this exercise is aimed at improving your speaking skills. So you have already read the play Unity is Strength. You can learn the dialogues from the play. You can add even your own dialogues and then practice this story as a role play among your friends or family. So this will be interesting. You should definitely try this out. Now the next is writing, and this is about creative writing. Kindness begins at home and in school. List 5 easy ways in which you can be kind to people around you. You could use these hints. I can help my sister draw. I can help fold clothes at home. I can lend my pencil to my friend in class. So this exercise is about writing how you will show your kindness or how you will be helpful to the people around you. Let that be in school or at home. You can write 5 ways in which you will show your kindness to others around you in your notebook. Now the next one, my word bank. Look for 6 words with suffixes in the story. Make a new word by changing the suffix in each. One has been done for you. So in this exercise, you are asked to find out words from the story which have suffixes and then use these words. You may even change the suffix to change it to a new word. Example is given here, mindless. This is a word from the story and the suffix is changed here to change that word to mindful. And let me say one more example to you. Helpful is a word from the story and you can change the suffix ful to less to change the word helpful to helpless. Similarly, we can find 4 more words from the story with suffixes and use it to change it to a different word. This also you can do as a homework. You can write these words in your notebook. So once you are done with all these exercise, please do take a picture and send us through Teams. So children, we have come to the end of the chapter Unity Strength and we have come to the end of our English reader. So hope you had a great time learning our English reader. So let me remind you, there is a digital content that comes along with this textbook which you can access using the token number given at the back side of your textbook. It will be very interesting. So that's all for today children. We'll see you in the next class with your English workbook. Till then, bye.